I thought while I'm at it I might as well show you my setup. I like getting out a couple of times a week. I'm retired, and so I bought myself a car for the purpose, which I'm not too precious about. It's got a fair few dings on it and whatever, but it does the job. So what I've got here is my canvas cover that I made after trying to find a really good cover that'll keep the thing dry. Couldn't find one without having to carry a plastic bag around, so I made this up. I've got a background in upholstery and trimming, so I thought I'd give it a crack. So that's that thing. Alright, I've got the Nugget Finder 12-inch coil and a harness that I've made myself. This harness here has got the battery box and the steel phase cover that I made to go with the detector bag. So they can attach to the side, and you can run it on the detector and just run a cable to your headphones or to your speaker. Okay, so that's the gear. The belt it's a rigid belt, and I've made my own little pocket there for the pick. I find it works really well. It's lightweight, doesn't get in the way. The belt itself has got a plastic backbone in it, so it's quite strong and it sits up on your hip nicely. And the cable is stitched across the harness out to the speakers. Now, the speakers I bought from Coiltech in Maryborough, very, very nice speakers. The bracket on them not so great, so I made my own system where I've stitched some webbing to the strap, and then used the mounting holes that came with the speaker, and attached it straight to the belt, and it's nice and solid. So I've just stitched it through the harness. It works a real treat. And it's sort of just behind your ears, and it sounds like the detector sound is actually in your head itself. So it's quite a crazy feeling, but it's better than having the headphones. We'll see how it goes in the wind. I think it might be okay, but might need to go back to the headphones if that's the case. Now, just back to the vehicle. I've got the fridge in the back and the drawers. I went for the Titan drawers from 4-wheel drive Superstore, and they're great. They don't rattle or give me any trouble. Really good. And underneath the drawers I've got a 60-litre Caravan water tank, which I installed where the third row seats go, and I've plumbed it out through into the door. I've put a filter on the door, and then I'll put a little tap, so I can turn the tap on. See if I can aim it into the cup. Holding it one-handed. Oh, look at that, nearly got it. So I've got water on tap. A little swing down plywood frame there. What I normally do is I've got in here, those collapsible things. I've got a collapsible sieve and a collapsible tub that I sit down there instead of splashing water everywhere. But the good thing about having water on tap, you can have your cup of tea and all the rest of it, and there's enough water there if need be. You can fill your radiator, fill your water bottle. And it's always nice and cold, which is wonderful. The other thing I do, take a little bit of water, put it on the coil, give it a bit of a scrub, and you can give the coil a rinse off. They say that the coils aren't waterproof, but they'll certainly take a wash, and that means you're not putting all that dirt back in your car. Not that it's a real problem for me, because I've put a platform in the back of the car. I'll just show you that. So there's a platform here behind the seat. So we can put our detectors there, and I've got little lugs on the frame there. It sort of hangs on the back of the seat here, and these frames mean that we can actually tie that over the detectors and lock them into place so they're not flying around the car. Just click, in this case, click it up here. The other detector sits next to that one, and we've even got a prop here that stands up so the shaft of the detector can hang there, and when you're running a bigger coil, it doesn't sort of hang down into this part of the car. It can sit up and be supported by the shaft. So that's about it. So all in all, I'm pretty happy with the way it's set up.